All right, let's try one of these without all of the scaffolds. So I have in these problems, I did give you the formula already to kind of refer back to. So first thing I need to do is identify A, B, and C, just like we've been doing forever. My A is 1, my B is -10, C is 1. If you're having any trouble with that, you really got to come and see me so I can just show you that. That's super easy. But you got to know. You got to be able to find that. Okay, we have our A, B, and C. So now we're going to start by plugging it in. So I know what this equation looks like. Okay, it's x equals -b. See how I always start this up a little bit? It's just giving me some space to write, so don't worry about that. So x equals -b. Now here's a weird thing. My b is -10. So we know we're getting to our b. My b is -10, so we're going to put -10 inside parentheses. So this goes back to what we talked about a long time ago. That negative is part of the equation. This negative is part of b. So there are two negatives here, and that's okay. Super common mistake. Plus or minus. So plus or minus the square root. Give yourself some space. We have b. So again, when you see your b, you need to use parentheses. -10. Only for the b, not for anything else. So -10 squared. So it's b squared minus 4 times your a. Now, we're a. We're going to use parentheses, and we're going to do 1. Then c right after that, so another set of parentheses. So it's going to be 1 again. Right? A is 1 and c is 1. So those are still different, even though they look the same. Then make sure you do your fraction bar over everything. 2 times a, which is 1. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. Make sure you don't make mistakes with the negatives, with the parentheses. It is super important. Parentheses are king. Okay, parentheses are king. I'm going to write it. Parentheses are king when it comes to the quadratic formula. You have to make sure you use them correctly or it's going to mess everything up. And the funny thing is that this looks crazy complicated right now to most of us. But I almost promise that once you get this down, you're gonna want to do this 10 times over doing it the other way that we've been doing. This is actually a very easy way to do this because you're going to learn later on, really later this week, that this is not a hard thing to simplify at all. And we're gonna work on it though. All right. So see if you can practice that last one, and then we will pick up with this. Actually solving some of the stuff in our next lesson